Morning, morning. Should be a really gorgeous autumnal day. But as I've been watching since early doors, pretty much all of the white is manufactured, not natural. How are more people not outraged by this? I don't understand it. This is literally God-given blue skies and sunlight, like the basics of humanity and planet Earth, and things that bring joy and health, and it's being sprayed away at some level using huge quantities of sulfur. And I've gone on about the horrific effects of sulfur in our atmosphere, and yet the majority carry on, usually with their head down like this. Look up, people, look up. And there's a report from the USA I've seen online today talking about how this vile, evil, despicable agenda actually warms up the climate, which, as I've said, is just logic, isn't it? It's just logic. You spray layers and layers of fake cloud, it traps the air in between, just like you get told if you wear layers of clothes, keeps you warmer. Anyway, moving on from that one, pay per mile for EVs. So in general, I think that's okay, shockingly. But because they don't pay fuel tax, etc., and because they really do damage the roads because of how heavy they are known to cause havoc to the roads and bridges and cause great tension, car parks, you name it. I mean, they're an abomination as well and nothing good for the environment. Another fool's gold. But anyway, the only problem is that we're all being forced to switch to EVs by punitive taxation measures and costing people out of normal cars and insurance and this, that and the other. And again, if you lived in the city, pay per mile, that sounds all right. But if you live anywhere outside of the city, like in Yorkshire where I am, and there's like 2 buses a day from the village, there's a train station that does an adequate service that's 20 minutes away, 15 minutes away, but everywhere I go I have to drive, so it's 20 minutes to one school, 20 minutes back, it's 20 minutes to the train station, but it's another 20 minutes in a different way to work and back, and then it's back to the school 20 minutes, and it's 20 minutes to the nearest shops, 15. Everywhere you have to drive. You're in the car all day long, jumping in, jumping out. So paying per mile then would be unfair to those living outside of cities, but you know what they'd like to do about that problem, wouldn't you? Have us all in cities. Anyway, and then finally, I find it really weird. Again, I saw an argument online about the English aren't a civilization, they're not a culture, they're not any proper beings. And I only ever see this, well, I've seen it a bit about the Americans as well, saying that America has no culture. And it's really bizarre, isn't it, that the English, or whether the Anglo-Saxons or the Celts, etc., go back, I think they first documented it about 100 BC, I think it is, but they're one of the more ancient civilizations. I know the Chinese, Indians, etc. all come before that, but still ancient. And yet we're still having to argue about our existence. It's all DNA, it is genetics. Yes, anyone can be British with a British passport, happy days. But yes, the English do exist, people. And I find the argument really bizarre. All these lefties again trying to tarnish any generally Western civilizations, saying they're useless, have no culture. They wouldn't do that anywhere else, would they? And in terms of being of a certain nationality, say if I moved to India, yes, I could get an Indian passport, but I'd still be English. And if I had children, I personally wouldn't then see them as Indian. Yeah, it's just fairness, logic, rational thought, and DNA, factual evidence. Or if I went to China and had children with say another English man, and we moved to China and I had children born there, yes, they could say they're Chinese in terms of their passport, but again, they wouldn't be Chinese. People have just got to calm down, be mature, go to facts. and just leave the British alone, please. Well, again, as I said, I see the patterns again with the Americans and the Australians. Just leave us alone. Like, what hateful people that keep on tarnishing one certain group all the time. Like, look inwards, people. Anyway, I would say enjoy a nice sunny day, but a dog's eating grass. Why did dogs eat grass? Anyway, see you later.